Hello friends, hello po. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, no matter what time you see this video and wherever you are. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jade. I am originally from the Philippines, but I live now in Florida. And just like you, I am a K1 fiance visa filer myself, DIY, so I know exactly what you feel right now. I know the struggles that you're going through, the stress that you're going through, all the paperwork that you're going through, because I've been there and I've done that. And that's why I share my personal experience through my videos here in my channel. If you visit my playlist and you go to album title K1 Fiance Visa, you'll see my videos there about the K1 visa processes. If you have friends that are now in the process or thinking about applying for K1 visa, you may share my videos. It might help them. Or if you're now in the process of your green card, or you have friends that are processing green card or about to process green card, I have an album title there, Adjustment of Status. And also, if you're watching this video because you are planning to apply for the removal of conditions for your 10 years green card, because your 2 years green card or your 2 years conditional green card is about to expire, then this video is for you. You may check my other videos in the removal of conditions album. It might help you, the tips, the videos, how to fill out the form, the other requirements and how to properly arrange it, and also what are the requirements that I submitted when I filed jointly for my I-751 removal of conditions. Now, just a disclaimer, I am not affiliated with any government agency nor working with or as an immigration attorney. I am not a professional or a legal expert. I'm only sharing based on my personal experience, my research, and my knowledge as a DIY filer of K1 Fiance Visa to my green card, and now the removal of conditions to make my conditional green card 10 years green card. So yes, in this video, I'm going to share with you what are the requirements to apply for removal of conditions or I-751 petition to remove conditions on residence, or what they call removal of conditions. What are the requirements, especially if you file jointly? And that's what I did. Now, before that, there are two ways to apply for the petition to remove conditions on the residence, which is going to be the 10 years green card or I-751. You can file it online or by mail, paper filing. If you file it online, the filing fee is $700. Now, if you file paper filing or mail, just like what I did, you pay $750, and you pay using Form G 1450, the authorization for credit card transaction, or the Form G 1650, the ACH transaction. If you're wondering which form do you use on your cards, then you may check those videos. It's on this album, or in this specific album. I have an explanation of what is the G1450 or the G1650. So the Form I-751, or the petition to remove conditions on your residence, or the what they call removal of conditions, that is going to be, once it gets approved, that's going to be your 10 years green card. A lot of people are wondering, after the removal of conditions, do I apply for the 10 years green card? No po. The removal of conditions, once your 2 years green card is about to expire, you need to apply within 90 days before the expiration of your 2 years conditional green card, which is you're going to file Form I-751 petition to remove conditions on residence. Now, once the I-751 gets approved, then that is your 10 years green card. 10 years green card is renewable every 10 years. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the list of requirements for I-751 petition to remove conditions on resident joint filing. If you are filing together with your spouse who originally petitioned you to come here to the US. Now, for joint filing, number one, you need to submit copies of the front and back of your permanent resident card, also known as the green card, and make sure that you are printing it on a single-sided bond paper. Do not print it back to back. Now, aside from your green card, copies of the front and back of the permanent resident card or the green card of any conditional permanent resident children you are including in this petition. Again, make sure that when you print out their cards, you use a single-sided bond paper. You print it out in a single-sided bond paper. Don't print it out on a back-to-back. Please use a single-sided only. And aside from that, evidence of your relationship. Now, please make sure that you submit as many documents as you can. Like the birth certificate of the children born during the time of this marriage, if applicable. Lease or mortgage contract showing joint occupancy and or ownership of your communal residence. Now, another evidence that you must submit is your financial record showing joint ownership of assets and joint responsibilities of liabilities, such as joint savings and checking accounts with transaction history, complete joint federal and state tax returns, insurance policies that shows the other spouse as the beneficiary, joint utility bills, and or joint installments or other loans. Now, if this is applicable, submit copies of the military leave and earnings statements showing receipt of basic allowance for quarters or BAQ with family members and or form DD1172 for military members identification card. And aside from that, other documents that you consider relevant to establish that the marriage was entered for the purpose of not evading U.S. immigration laws. And last but not the least, affidavits sworn to or affirmed by at least 2 people who have known both of you since your conditional residence was granted and have personal knowledge of your marriage and relationship. Now, this person or persons may be required to testify in front of the immigration officer. Now, if you have a criminal history, if you have been arrested or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reasons, either in the United States or abroad, and no charge was filed, submit an original statement by the arresting agency or applicable court confirming that no charges were filed. Now, if you have been arrested or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason, either in the United States or abroad, and charges were filed, or if charges were filed against you without an arrest, submit an original or court-certified copy of the complete arrest record or the disposition for each incident, like for example, dismissal order, conviction record, or the acquittal order. Now, if you have ever been convicted or placed in an alternative sentencing program or rehabilitation program, such as a drug treatment or community service program, submit an original or certified copy of your sentencing record for each incident and the evidence that you completed your sentence specifically. Another one, an original or the certified true copy of your probation or parole, or evidence that you completed an alternative servicing or sentencing program or rehabilitative program. An original or certified court copy of the court order vacating, setting aside, sealing, expunging, or otherwise removing the arrest or conviction, or if no record is available, an original statement from the court that no record exists of your arrest or conviction. So please note, unless traffic incident was alcohol or drug related, you do not need to submit documentation for traffic fines and incidents that did not involve an actual arrest if the only penalty was fine of less than $500 or points on your driver's license. So please take note on that one. Now, those are the requirements that you need to submit, especially if you file jointly. Now, for the process of this I-751 petition to remove conditions on residence or the ROC, number one is you must have a United States address to file this petition. Now, for the initial filing, once USCIS accepts your petition, they will check it for completeness. Now, if you do not properly complete this petition and you will not establish a basis for your eligibility, they may reject or deny your petition. petition. Now, aside from that, USCIS may also request more information of evidence to support your petition. They may also request you to provide the original document of any copies you submitted. Now, if USCIS requests an original document from you, they will return it after they determine that it is not needed anymore. Now, you will also need to go biometrics for this one. Everyone has to do biometrics on a specific ASC or application support center offices. After the biometrics, they may also request you for an interview appearance. Now, after the interview, so I heard some people, they were not interviewed on this specific application. Some people were asked for to appear on an interview scheduled by the USCIS. Now, after that, the decision. Now, the decision in I-751 involves the determination of whether you have established eligibility for the immigration benefit you are seeking. Now, USCIS will notify you through writing. They will send you email, just the same as your I-751. And you can also check that on your USCIS account. That's why it's very important that you have your USCIS account. So those are the processes and the requirements. On my next video, I will show you how to fill out I-751 and the other requirements for those that are not filing jointly, because we have sisters that their petitioner or husband died, unfortunately, and some K2s or spousal visa applicants under CR2 who are not filing together with the primary applicant or the K1 or the spousal applicants, especially for those K2s that are to be followed after the K1 visa has already entered the US. Anyways, please always check the USCIS website, the official website of the US visa. That's uscis.gov, and the other one is travel.state.gov. So those are the official website that you can always rely to for information, news, and updates about the immigration, the US visa, this and that. Always rely to the official website. So yeah, everything that you think, any documents that you may think is relevant to establish that, you are qualified, you are eligible to apply for this petition so that you get approved on your 10 years green card, you can submit it. Also, I will show you a next video on what are the requirements that I submitted for me personally. I use paper filing because I have a few documents that I submitted, and I don't think that if I send it through the USCIS account online filing, it might be a little too much. So I went ahead and filed paper filing. I use paper filing. So that's it. I hope this video helps you guys, and please help me share this to anyone you know that is about to file Form I-751 removal of conditions, to our friends, K1 visa or spousal visa friends out there. Good luck. I hope everything goes smooth for you guys. Just submit whatever you think is relevant for your case, for your petition. Good luck, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Thank you very much, everybody. Please don't forget to like this video, to share this video, and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And you can also send thanks if you appreciate. Some people are sending gifts. Thank you very much, everybody. You may also send gifts if you want to under the thanks section. Thank you. See you again in my next video. Bye for now.